everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't done a tutorial in a little while, so I thought as Valentine's Day is coming up, I would take this opportunity to go ahead and put a video out there for you. And today I'm going to be using my Avon Decay Naked 3 palette. I just thought it's such a girly palette, which is perfect for Valentine's because it's got loads of your like pinks and purples in there, so it's really perfect for Valentine's Day, I think. So yeah, I just thought I'd go ahead and use this, seeing as I haven't had the opportunity to do so yet, and I thought I'd show you how to create a look using this if you've got it, and if you're thinking of buying it, then here's something that you can do with it. And if you'd like to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. So I'm just starting with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot and putting that on my ring finger and just putting that all across my eyelid, and this is going to act as an eyeshadow base, so something for my eyeshadows to stick to, and then they'll stay on a lot longer. Then I'm just going to take my Naked 3 palette, which is absolutely beautiful, and I'm taking the shade Limit over here on a MAC 217, and you just want to brush that across the crease and above it. You want to take this one quite high up. Guys, please excuse the dark circles under my eyes. I've like not been sleeping properly and I'm just having a horrible time trying to get some sleep. So I look and feel like a bit of a zombie, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, if anyone's got any sleeping tips or something that can help me get to sleep, please comment below and let me know, because I would absolutely love to know. I'm just desperate to get some sleep. Then on the same brush, we're going to take the shade Nuna, which is just this matte one over here. And we're going to be putting that in the crease and slightly above it, but not too much. Not as high as the first shade, but this one's going more in the crease. And we're just blending them together. And these are our transition colours, which everything will blend really nicely and seamlessly into. Once that's done, you just want to take the colour Buzz, which is in the same palette, and you want to take that on your MAC 239 brush, and this just goes all the way across the eyelid. I never really wear like pinky shades or these kinds of tones on my eyes, so I'm finding this a little bit strange, but hey, for the sake of Valentine's Day, I'm going to go all out girly. And then on your same 239, you just want to take the shade Liar over here, and you just want to brush that in the centre of your eyelid. It won't make that much of a difference, but it will just slightly brighten it in the centre. Then I've got my Zoeva Petite crease brush, and I'm just going to take the shade Dark Side over here, and I'm going to put this in my crease, just on the outer V. And with my blending brush, I'm just going to blend that together. And you can build it up as much as you want, have it as dark as you want on that outer corner as well. Sometimes when you blend it, like the colour fades, so it's good to just layer the product and just keep adding and blending. Then I'm going to take the colour Strange here on the other side of my 239 brush, and I'm just going to put this as my brow bone highlight colour. Now the eyelid is quite shimmery, so it's quite nice to have a matte shade going through your brow bone. Moving on to eyeliner, I've got my favourite gel liner, which is my Inglot gel liner, which is in black, and I've got my Louise Young LY24 brush, and I'm just going to start in the middle. And then go from the inner corner and meet it up with the line in the middle. And then you just want to draw a line roughly your gel liner, it's time to move on to the face and then come back to your eyeshadow once you've completed your face makeup. So I'm just going to conceal with my Estee Lauder Doublewear Concealer, and this is in the shade Warm Medium. And I'm just going to put this where I've got any imperfections or any kind of darkness and dullness in my skin. And I'm just going to take my finger and blend that in. Sometimes it's really good to use your finger because the warmth in your hands and in your fingers can blend in the product into your skin a lot nicer than a brush can. But it depends what you're using really, what product you're using. Then I'm going to apply my foundation, and I've got my NARS Shea Glow foundation, and if you saw my last video you would know why I have two shades here. One of them is Barcelona and the other one is Syracuse. Barcelona is a little bit too light for me and Syracuse is a little bit too dark, so I'm just going to mix the two to try and get my perfect shade. I've got my MAC 183 brush to apply this. So who is excited for Valentine's Day then? I'm not, but if you are, I'm happy for you. Each to their own. Maybe one day when I'm a bit all loved up, then I'll like it, but for now, doesn't really excite me that much. I'd actually love to know, what are you guys doing on Valentine's Day? Because I've never really done anything, you know, so what do you do? If you're in a relationship, what do you do on Valentine's Day? And if you're not, do you spend it with your girls? That's what I've done before. I find that more fun anyway. It's a better idea. But if you're in a relationship, what would you do with your partner? Then I'm just going to correct these dark, horrible circles under my eyes. And I've got, yeah, you got it right, my Bobbi Brown corrector in the shade Light Peach. I cannot go a day without using this thing. Well, that's if I'm wearing makeup. If I'm not, then it's fine. But if I'm wearing makeup, I have to wear this. I have to. I love it so much. So I'm just taking it on my ring finger and patting it where I have these horrible dark circles. Then I'm going to go back to my Estee Lauder Doublewear Concealer that I used on my face, and I'm just going to swipe that right here. And I have my Sigma Tapered Kabuki brush, and I'm just going to blend in my concealer with that. I really like this brush. It just fits in so perfectly in this corner here. And of course, like always, I have to set my concealer with my Nye Banana Powder, the love of my life. Just taking this on my Real Technique setting brush and patting this over where I've put my concealer. Then I'm going to go back to my eyes, and I've got my MAC Smolder eyeliner pencil, and you can use any black liner. This is just one that I had to hand, and I'm going to take this in my waterline. And then I'm going back to my Naked 3 palette, and I'm just going to take the shade Black Heart right here on the end on a MAC 219 brush, which is a pencil brush. You can use any pencil brush. And I'm just going to take that underneath. And on the same brush, you want to go back to Dark Side, which we used earlier on the outer V on our eyelids, and you just want to run that over Black Heart. For mascara, I've got my Avon Mega Effects mascara with this really cool brush, and just want to brush your lashes with this. You can even bend the wand to make it a bit easier for you. Then for my brows, I've got my Illamasqua eyebrow cake in the shade Thunder, just on an angled brush, and I'm just going to brush through my brows first. and then fill in my brows. Then we're just going to do a bit of a light contour, and I've got my Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the shade 022 Sun Bronze on my Real Techniques contour brush. And we're just going to put this in the hollows of your cheeks, on our temples, and just on our jawline. For blusher, I've got a perfect shade that will go so nicely with these eyes, and this is Illamasqua's Naked Rose blusher, and I've got this on my Real Techniques Multitask brush. As I always say, it's better to start with less product and then build it up, because it's hard to put on more product at first and then take it off. So if you start with less, you can build it up to your desired effect. And then I'm just going to highlight the top of my cheekbones with this beautiful Extra Dimension Skin Finish by MAC, and this is in the shade Fairly Precious, and I've got this on my Sigma tapered highlighter brush. I'm just going to take that nicely on the tops of the cheekbones, and you can take this a little bit over your blusher if you want to, but on this occasion I'm not going to. But because this is quite a sheer highlighter, you can do that if you want, especially if you're wearing a matte blusher and you want to make it a little bit shimmery. You can go ahead and use this. I'm going to take this a little bit on my forehead to highlight, and down the centre of my nose. For my lashes, I've got some Ardel 107s, and I love Ardel lashes because they are so lightweight and you can't even feel like they're on when you've got them on. So I've just got them on a pair of tweezers, and I'm just going to stick them as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm just going to try and tuck them in at the sides. And finally, for the lips, I have got my Revlon lip gloss in the shade Supernatural, and I'm just going to put this all over my lips. You can wear like a dark lip with this if you want to, but I just think the eyes are quite dramatic enough as it is. And I always do a dark lip, so I thought, let me use something different. And I always use lipstick as well. I never wear lip gloss. I thought, let me try this time. Do something a bit different. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you like it. If you did, then please can you give this video a big thumbs up, and it will really make my day. And if you'd like to see any more tutorials with the Naked 3 palette, then please comment down below and let me know, and I'd be more than happy to do that for you. And also, I'd just like to say, have a lovely Valentine's Day, no matter what it is you are doing. I just hope everyone has a really nice day, and thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Mwah. Bye!